I would like to thank Coco 2005 for sending me this story right here. And this one is to all the feminists who want equality. Now, this one is really going to test you. So, I don't know if many of you know, but many males know pretty much from any background knows or has heard of something called the Selective Service. Basically, the Selective Service was a document that was drafted up. Speaking of draft, basically, I think in the mid 1960s, where it says that every boy or every male has to register themselves in the selective service by the time that they are age 18 or when they turn age 18. So basically, right before they graduate high school, I know I had to do it. And basically, what it's saying is, let's hypothetically say they bring the draft back. That means you're in the registry. So if they call you, then you would have to go into war or something like that. Basically, you're basically on standby at the moment. Well, this San Diego based group has won a US suit where it says that the male only draft has been deemed unconstitutional. So basically, they're now going to open up the selective service to women, which means now well, maybe not so soon, but probably somewhere in the near future, women will be required to register in the selective service the same way that the boys had to. So let me go ahead and read this article. Because even though America hasn't had a military draft since 1973, men, but not women, are required to register with the Selective Service. A federal judge Friday said that must change, calling the system unconstitutional, but not requiring women ages 18 to 25 to register. U.S. District Judge Gray H. Miller in Houston agreed with the San Diego-based National Coalition for Men and granted its request for summary judgment in a class action suit. The male-only registration requirement of the Military Selective Service Act 50 U.S.C. 38OC violates the Due Process Clause of the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution, says Miller's final judgment. Women are now allowed in combat, so this decision is long overdue. See, there it is right there. When women decided to voluntarily want to join the military, then that's when they decided, you know what, maybe we should require them for the selective service. So any of you who have daughters out there, if this goes through, and it looks like it probably will, you can thank a lot of those feminists who fought to get into the military for this happening. Let's see. After decades of sex discrimination against men in the selective service, the courts have finally found it unconstitutional to force only men to register. Indeed, Miller wrote, while historical restrictions on women in the military may have justified past discrimination, men and women are now similarly situated for purposes of a draft or registration for a draft. If there ever was a time to discuss the place of women in the armed services, that time has passed. The USA Today noted that the ruling came in the form of a declaratory judgment and not an injunction, meaning that the court didn't specifically order the government how to change selective service to make it constitutional. The paper quoted attorney Angelucci as calling the ruling symbolic to some extent. Either they need to get rid of the draft registration or they need to require women to do the same thing that men do. Since women will be required to register with the selective service, he said Saturday in a statement, they should face the same repercussions as men for any non-compliance. And yes, they will do or find a way to get you if you do not sign up for that selective service. And they let you know all of that too. It says Angelucci, a Los Angeles attorney, previously worked as a family law attorney for Men's Legal Center in San Diego. Lawyers for the government didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. Neither did Representative Duncan Hunter, the Alpine Republican, who once made an effort to require women to register for the draft. Miller was appointed a federal judge by President George W. Bush on April 25th, 2006. And then there's some more other additional information in there as well. But y'all pretty much get the picture. I'll leave the link to the article down below and you can read the rest of it. So, I would like to know from y'all, specifically the women, what do y'all think about this? Now, for those of you, of course, who are over that age, that doesn't affect you. This is more so for this current generation now. I would say Gen Z, because this is 18 to 25. So Gen Z, anybody born like in 2000 or the late 90s up until now, but depending on when they are planning to implement it, they haven't really specified a date as to when they're going to do it. It just says that, it's probably most likely going to happen, especially since they won their suit. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Like I said, if you're a woman and you don't want to be in the military, you can thank those individuals who fought so hard to get into the military, because now they're going to force your daughters to have to sign up for this. And like I said, non-compliance, they will try to hem you up if you don't do it. Y'all saw what they did or tried to do with Muhammad Ali back in the day. And they tried to call him a draft dodger and all this type of stuff. Meanwhile, you had people like Ted Nugent and your current president who dodged the draft, and then, nothing really happened with them, but you know how that goes. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The link to this article will be in the description, and I will talk to you in the next one.